Hello, my beautiful Libras. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe. Just put some frankincense on the burn for you guys, getting ready to do your October 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It is a privilege and an honor to read for you, connect with you, and of course ascend with you, because that's what we all do over here, Angel Gang Gang. And to those that already know the deal in the spiel, appreciate you guys. I miss you guys. I felt like a sense of missing you guys, and I think that's maybe how somebody feels about you, or about how you feel about somebody. Either way, I did miss you guys, and I'm excited to announce. Okay, so for those that timestamp the reading, please continue to do so. I've restocked the store. Okay, and I've restocked it with just over 100 pounds of frankincense. Okay, so I'm hoping it doesn't sell out as quickly, and that I'm able to accommodate, the demand more substantially, right? But when this wave sells out, I won't restock it until November regardless. And that will be in preparation for the Christmas season, because I know a lot of you guys are gifting them to people and you're buying them like one for you and one for, your sister or your friend or whatever, right? So I want to be prepared for that big wave. So just being organized and stuff like that. And it's just a lot of work. I'm literally labeling all the jars, ribboning them, filling them. Like it's a lot of work, right? I'm doing everything end to end on my own with, of course, some help from my mom. She's come over, helped with the jars, helped with the stones, and is helping with the number side of it, so and it's weird, I didn't feel to go into that kind of detail with you guys, with anybody else about it, and I think it's just because some of you guys are working on things, building things, and are appreciating whatever support you are getting, but for the most part are doing it by yourself, which I think you're supposed to, because this is part of your 10 of Pentacles, so within, so without. So anyways, feeling really good about having the store restocked. So that's at www.queencup.ca. I'm still not going to be accepting personal readings for a little while, just until I get wave 2 of the frankincense out. And then I'll probably open up, if not or in December, or I don't want to keep saying a time and then not making it. I feel like the divine just wants me to let you guys know when we're ready to open up personal readings, and I'll just do that. Okay, so yeah, and for daily and weekly content, guys, still over on Patreon. All right, so if you want to get a little bit more in depth, because that's what we do. So I'm trying to figure out the energies in the daily and weekly readings just as much as you guys are, where by the end of the month I feel like I have a better understanding of the messages, which is why they come out a little bit more like verbal diarrhea. Either way, anyways, check it out if you guys feel drawn to. But definitely check out a couple of videos, not just one. Really see if you vibe with the content and me, myself, as a reader. All right. So yeah, there is a sense of missing, Libra. I feel like somebody misses you, or you miss somebody, but it's deeper than nostalgia. So there is a certain kind of appreciation in the missing. It's not like reminiscing over the good times and missing somebody because of the faded memories, or not the faded, but the memories like of happiness from the past. There is some kind of yearning for the future, missing somebody because you want them to be around for something that's going to occur. Like this could be having children or getting married and being like, am I really not going to have this person in my life while I go through these phases? It's that kind of missing. It's not so much nostalgia. I mean, like reminiscing on the past. It's more of that yearning, forward facing kind of missing. Could be family and a strange family member, friend, who knows. Either way, I do feel like if there is some kind of reconciliation energy, it's surrounding this missing, but it's about, like I said, not being able to see certain things that you're manifesting, or certain things that you're hoping for or striving for, somebody not being there. Could even be a parent, like reconciling with a parent, wanting to get back in contact, or something like that, because you're getting married or having kids, or you're moving, and you just there's something of this, something like that. Maybe it'll come out more in the cards. I'm also getting some energy where somebody is trying to doubt, or they're trying to, it's almost like they're trying to take your shine away. They can't, right? But it's almost like somebody's trying to like take away something. It's like your accolades or your achievements. Someone's trying to diminish them by trying to talk it down, like as if, oh, maybe it was just easier for them. You know, oh, it wasn't so hard for them. That's why they're able to. Somebody could be trying to justify why you've surpassed them in something, Libra. Oh, well, they got an opportunity. Somebody helped them. It was easier for them. Somebody's trying to make an excuse for why they came second. That's what it sounds like. Or this could be you, Libra, of course. But, you know, I'm more assuming that this is somebody you're dealing with either way. I'm also getting the impression that somebody is trying, like, yeah, it's the same energy. Somebody could be even questioning the source of your money. Somebody could be trying to act like you didn't work hard for your shit, like it was just given to you. Like something was just easy. And I feel like it's somebody trying to justify why they aren't growing, earning, living out greatness. It's them just saying, well, they had it easier. That's why they're surpassing me. It's like, or somebody here is living out more greatness, has more drive, isn't as lazy. Somebody's more ambitious. Somebody has more, I don't know, drive. Seems like somebody's trying to talk you out of that. That's what I was trying to say, Libra. It seems weird. Like it seems very narcissistic. Anyways, we're going to move on from that. Some of you guys have some beautiful plans. I feel like some of you guys were initiated into being okay, being alone. And I feel like some of you guys literally wrap up that karmic cycle where you were codependent and you brought people into your life that were low vibrational, that you knew weren't compatible, just because you were lonely and you thought, well, you know, this is better than nothing kind of energy. I feel like this birthday, some of you guys made plans that are just really reflective of like what you want to do for you, celebrating you. They might seem small on the outside, or they might seem really big, and people are like, what, you're going to do that, or by yourself, or something like that. And you're like, I see Libra being like, yeah, like some people might not understand why you've made the plans for your birthday that you have. And it seems spiritual. It seems like a part of your initiation, almost like you're celebrating your own graduation of something, or you're celebrating your own completion of your spiritual journey, but you're doing it externally and you're marking it with your birthday somehow. It just seems like the plans. It's either really simple, but to you it's big, but on the outside it looks like that's all you're going to do for your birthday. Don't you want to go out? Don't you want to do this? And you're like, no, I want to do what I just said I have planned. Like, it's kind of like that. Or some of you actually have like something really big planned, spending a lot of money. You might be totally doing it by yourself, and people are like, why are you doing, like, people could be questioning how much money you're spending or like whatever. And you're like, no, people are not overstanding, okay, what this birthday might be meaning or marking for you. I just feel like it marks something important. It's bigger than just, it's not like, oh, my birthday. It's like, I don't think people understand what the end of this year, like you're marking the end of, it's not like your year end might not be January, your year end might be your birthday. So you're seeing the beginning of a new year for you, and you're marking it like this new year is not just a new age, it's a new era for me. That's what I'm hearing Libra say, but you're marking it with some kind of celebration, a new era. Like your wheel, this is a new cycle, like you've reached the end of a year. And it's starting a new one. And I just feel like it's a new phase, but it's in alignment. Something came into alignment with your birthday that's marking this new phase of your life, Libra, where you're like, yes. So that's what I'm saying about the celebration for your birthday. It's celebrating whatever alignment that you're feeling. And it's just in perfect timing for your season. I also feel this is very collective too. And the two moons in your cycle, and it's funny. I remember like in my beginning tarot days and learning and stuff. And I just remember thinking of the Libra card when I was driving and I looked, there was a part of the road where it was just like a hydro field on both sides. So you could look each way and I saw the sun and the moon at the same time. And I just thought of that now, thinking of these double full moons, you know, the once in a blue moon kind of thing. And I just feel like there is this full completion for you where I think this year, some of you guys have a lot of excitement and anticipation for this year. Some of you guys don't like celebrating your birthday, or maybe haven't for a long time because of certain things that occurred, but there's this excitement, this revitalization in you, Libra. And people might just be like, oh, it's your birthday. And you're like, no, fuck my birthday. Like, this is because of the phase of life that I'm in and where I'm ready to go. Like, there's this fire. I feel like you guys have reclaimed some passions, some projects, have good ideas, have come out of some kind of stagnation, are actually open to some of the, like, some of you guys knew you wanted things and knew you wanted to be in certain places, but just also knew you weren't ready. You weren't there yet. You weren't open. You could even be dating. You know what I mean? Like wanting to manifest a new partner, but not fully being open to it. But now, that's what I'm saying. It's like this year, it's like you have all this excitement where you're manifesting because all your healing and development, Libra, has gotten your heart open. Because like I said, certain manifestations you receive with your hand, others you receive with your head, others you receive with your heart, you know, and other things. With the Knight of Wands. I just said that because of the Knight of Wands. You might be receiving some other things. Some of you guys actually might be having sex for the first time in a long time. Hold on. And now I'm hearing, it's raining men. Hallelujah. And then I look down and look, it's the 7 because it just started pouring. Yeah, so some of you guys might be getting some for the first time in a while. And for some of you that are saying there's no possible way because you aren't talking to somebody or anything right now, because of the Knight of Wands, that's an encounter. So some of you guys might be having an encounter and be shocked that you made yourself sexually available to somebody. And I don't think it was so much about them and how attracted you were to them. I think some of you guys got caught up in the moment. You guys could have been at a party. Remember the 7 of Cups, that chick's like, that could have been lights and disco ball. Like there, I don't know. Some of you guys get caught up in a moment and end up sleeping with somebody. Some of you are like, no, it's not okay. Some of you, this already happened and you left. You slept, you got caught up in the moment. You might have got drunk. You might have, I see you guys partying or at a party or I don't know, at some event. Could have been a wedding. It could have been a gathering, some kind of family gathering, and you left it to go to a bar or hang out with somebody, and then you left there to go to somebody. I'm getting something like that with the Knight of Wands. So this is a moment. You know, you meet someone, you meet the Knight of Wands, it's like, boom, where did you show, you know, like that. But now it's like been 7 hours and you're still chilling and you're really high and you're at their place. Like something like that, I don't know. Doesn't feel bad or predatorial, even though I was getting predatory energy. And it is coming into your readings. And I'm about halfway through the zodiac signs. And I was getting it in the Patreon, but it's coming in now. So I do need to touch on that. Some of you guys are dating and you do need to be mindful. I had some weird experience, but I'm used to attracting predators. Okay, like it's weird. Anyways, I'm not going to go into it. But some of you guys need to trust your intuition regarding not going to somebody's house or somebody coming to yours. You needing to be really mindful about who knows where you live and and going to other people's houses. There is something about that energy that is coming through again. I did get that earlier in the month. Now it's torrential downpouring. So I am getting heavy emotions too, which I was getting for, I think it was Leo. Leo or Aries. I think it was Leo. Some of you, it might be an emotional birthday. Oh, it might be emotional because you might hear from somebody. It could be romantic, but I think it might have been somebody you were missing. It's almost going to be like, holy shit, they felt me in the ethers, you know? and they're going to reach out. They might be hesitant, but they might see your birthday as a good excuse or a good reason to reach out if they are going to reach out. It's almost like an excuse, you know, just a simple happy birthday you might get or something like that, which would be then an opportunity for you to be like, hey, you know, I've been missing you. I hope you're good. And then I see like, you know, a reconciliation energy. Maybe you'll be spending your birthday with somebody you didn't think you would be, you know, which is kind of cool. Again, that Knight of Wands energy, something about a spur of the moment, spontaneous plans that you didn't, it's like you have experiences that you didn't plan at all, right? Where then for some of you, you do have plans surrounding your birthday, and I think they're really dope. They're acts of love and celebration, and they mark these things you're planning for yourself are marking a deeper understanding of what you know you've completed and what you're about to embark in. So it feels really good around your birthday season. And I'm sure this is collective, because even if it isn't people's birthdays, as many of you watch all the signs, there is this celebratory energy in Libra season, right? Really marking. So maybe you do celebrate. Let Libras inspire us to celebrate, you know? It feels really celebratory. I don't know. But anyways, let's go into prayer, because I'm pretty sure I didn't pray. All right, you guys can timestamp. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Libra, all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Yeah, collective, don't let people try to take away your shine by discrediting what you've come from, how hard you've worked, because they're lazy and don't live out greatness and are stagnant. That's not your problem. People will make excuses for why you've surpassed them. And really, the proof is going to be in the pudding, because you will surpass them because it was so easy for you, right? But then other people, right, are going to keep flying past them, and they'll keep making excuses until there's no one left to blame. And then what will become evident is how lazy and unambitious some of these people around you who have your name in their mouth are. I'm also tapping, I'll be very honest, I'm also tapping into some readers, okay? I'm not talking about viewers here. These are readers. They're tarot readers. And they're not clear channels. You guys are binge watching readings. You guys need to come off me and stop watching me, because I can't help you. And what I read isn't about you. I read for the collective. I don't read for you. I'm not going to ruin this reading. I'm already 18 minutes in, because I am feeling that. I'm feeling these readers. They're energy vampires. They go and they binge watch all these readers. So they're still addicted to watching tarot, but they read for a living. And they binge watch all these readers, and all they essentially do is regurgitate all of the messages that they consumed from all the readers that they watch. They're not a clear channel. And they're here, like some of them must be watching in here, because they just came out. Like I felt that energy. Mind you, I've tapped into that energy before, but I felt to say it in this one. Yeah, some of you readers aren't clear channels. Yeah. Some of the people who watch you are clearer channels than you are. Meaning the information you watch other readers read and you get from them, they channel on their own and just go to readers for validation. Because there's people who go to watch tarot for validation of what they already know. And then there's people who watch tarot because they aren't a clear channel, because they refuse to make a connection with their guides, the ancestors, and the divine. So essentially, they just regurgitate all the information that they get. They don't actually have anything they're deeply connected to, and you can feel it and know it's true. But anyways, I'm going to move off from that energy, because that's probably like the smallest handful of people. And I don't read for them. I read for you guys. Straight up. And most of you guys are clear channels and just come here for validation. Anyways, I'm going to get to it. I just had to. I felt prompted to say that. Anyways, I want to get back to all the fucking celebratory energy that's going on in the collective I read for. Angel gang gang. Yeah, no stress. The Nine of Swords, and that was well in reverse, and all these cards are upright. Yeah, Page of Cups. Got positive things to look forward to. There could be people who are trying to give you reasons for why you shouldn't be happy when the divine and the universe is presenting you all these reasons why you should be. There could be people trying to get you to not feel proud about what you've earned, and you need not pay them any mind because they are trying to deflect from the stress that they live out, which is due to their lack of ambition and drive and divine guidance. There's people around you, collective, that are not woke, not enlightened. They're very, very asleep. Very, very asleep. I see you turning your back on certain people because you can't sacrifice going back to sleep for them or being in an environment that you had to overcome from when you were asleep. It's almost like you're looking at somebody who's not awakened and enlightened, and you know they're on a journey, but the point is you can't sacrifice your journey, meaning it's almost like an environment. If you stay around a certain or a group of unawakened people, that environment, it doesn't matter how awakened you are, you're still going to be subject to whatever is drawn to them. Like, it's almost like you need to be careful, collective. You already came out of this energy. You've already superseded it. You've already come out of what certain people around you are in. The problem is possibly some of you, your fears about being lonely or doing certain things alone are stopping you from protecting yourself from certain environments. I feel something's bringing you back. I feel there is a threat that something can bring you back. I'm also getting here with the Nine of Swords, like people can draw you back into a low vibration or a depression or some kind of confusion about yourself or insecurity that you've already overcome. You need to be very, very mindful about these people in the environment. Look, you've already overcome this dark cloud. You're coming out of it, but here's the dark cloud over here. A fear of being drawn back. Anyway, I'm also getting that for some of you, you might need to, some of you are stressed about putting your child in the care of somebody. It could be their own parent. There's some kind of communication that needs to come from you, collective, about you not being, I feel like you need to give yourself an opportunity for somebody to rest assure you. I feel like you're leaving your kid at somebody's house, but you're really, really stressed, and it's because you're not asking something, confirming something, giving them an opportunity for you to be like, don't worry, don't stress, everything is okay. Somebody also, I'm going to keep that and this. Let's see what else comes. There's so much energy. It's so different, so many different varying collectives in Libra, because I think it's your season, and there's just a lot of people in different places. I feel like I'm reading for here right now that are just in different energy spaces, man. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune again. Someone is turning their back on something because somebody was stressing. What is this? I need to know what this Nine of Swords is. Somebody's turning their back on something that stressed them out. So that's why somebody is no longer stressed out, because they turned their back to something. They let it go. I don't think they fixed it. I don't think it was something like that. I think it was just like somebody cut their losses. And that's how, but I just want to know a little bit about what that is. The Four of Cups. Again, this is ignoring something. You turned your back on something. The Hope. Oh. For some of you, this is so complicated. there was like something was making you like not, it was almost like the thought of something was making you tell the ethers, no, I don't want it. Some of you guys could have been thinking, some of you guys could have been watching readings, like not obsessively, but just every reading you watch was talking about somebody from the past. It could have been triggering in you certain emotions that needed to be purged from the past. But I feel like some of you guys were not manifesting love because you kept telling the ethers what you didn't want, and it was this person from the past. You weren't telling the ethers what you do want. Like you're turning your back. I feel like you became more optimistic about love because you're realizing you don't have to. Some of you guys might have realized you didn't really have faith in love because you kept being stressed about a love you didn't want to reconcile to. So it was like you were wondering why you kept thinking about somebody from the past, and it could have been because simply you didn't have faith in your future. You just kept reflecting on the last place you used your cup, or the last place you felt love, or the last person who offered you even a sip of their cup. And your lack of faith was getting you to not be able to come off of it. I see somebody literally all of a sudden, because the Page of Cups plus the Four of Cups is the Five of Cups. That's regret. That's looking at the spilt cups and not having faith about future love. Right? And it looks like the minute somebody has faith in future love, they hit it. They hit it. Because under the Page of Cups is the Six of Swords. Somebody is going to heal from a previous relationship in a new one. I do feel like that. I feel like for some of you guys, you thought that you were going to heal certain wounds with the person who caused them, only for these wounds to be healed with somebody who understands what those wounds are, either because they've experienced them too, or because they themselves have caused them. For some of you, the person you're going to come into union with actually lost. The reason why they are in divine masculine energy is because they opted out of love. They picked the karmic path. They learned the lessons, but they are choosing love through you because of a lesson that they learned where they didn't pick love in the past. They're not going to go back to this person. It's a done deal, but it's almost like that karmic cycle, that learning, that whole divine karmic, like there's a masculine who learned how to love you because of what they went through between a divine feminine and a karmic feminine, which both feminines would have been karmic to that particular masculine, just because that masculine wasn't ever meant to be in a divine connection with either of them, really. But he learned that valuable lesson about how to identify feelings and love and appreciate connections, and understanding they don't come a dime a dozen. Yes, being physically attracted to somebody can be a lot more popular and easy to acquire, that lustful feeling that you feel in those lower chakras, but these higher chakras, that is a lot harder to find. So I just feel like there's a masculine who learned that prior to meeting you, collective. No different than you learned that prior to meeting them. Yeah, I'm seeing two people who wrapped up karmic cycles coming into union with their real twins or soulmates or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, because I wasn't talking to you. Winter's coming, man. It's weird, like just between the temperatures up and down. So it's like 1 minute it's hot and I'm in not a sweater, but like a t-shirt, and then the next minute, like a couple hours later, I'm in a winter jacket. I live in Canada, so anyways, for some of you, there's like a new person. There's a new person moving in, a new person coming to your job, or coming like into your office or in your neighborhood that you're going to end up dating. This person is like a single parent, but I am getting a masculine. I'm getting a masculine who just moved into your area that might have just divorced and separated, and this is his home, like his first home alone, I guess. Not alone, but on his own. But there are children involved. I'm looking at the Six of Cups here. Then I've got the Two of Cups under the Wheel of Fortune. That is, see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Some of you guys were not manifesting love because devil energy was trying to convince you that the only love that was there for you was what you already experienced, meaning you would have had to find a way to reconcile with it, or you had to wait for it to return to you. It was devil energy, and you were stressing about that. So you guys could have been watching. You guys could have, there was this sense of you didn't reclaim your cup from a previous experience. You now reclaim it, and then boom, you're in a new relationship. It happens really quickly with the Eight of Wands. Some of you guys are then going to reflect and realize you were never available during that whole time you were manifesting. You just became available when you started hoping and believing and having faith again. I really kept getting that. A lot of people weren't like available for love because they didn't realize that they were telling the ethers, they were telling the divine, I'm not going to do that again. The problem is the divine was like, you're going to have to. For this person, this is sacrifice. This is be available. This is doing all of the things that you did in karmic relationships. But you did them not from a place of self-love. You did them as a place of trying to convince somebody that you were worth their attention, their time, breaking the karmic cycles that they were perpetuating, which now I hope you guys through enlightenment understand how crazy that is, right? Like, how can somebody, like, even when somebody's like, oh, you know, like people who have like parents who are addicts and not knowing, like not understanding why their parents didn't love them enough to quit what it was they were doing, only for them to need to understand that if they don't love themselves enough to wrap up the karmic cycle, ain't nothing going to change that. So there's some kind of like understanding. I'm getting like a coming together of like parents and children, like adult parents and children, because of an understanding. The Four of Swords under the Four of Cups. This is really strange energy. You came out of some weird past energy. The Nine of Wands, the determination and the faith. And then, see, this is what I'm saying, collective, right? Regardless, let's look at this pillar as past, present, and future. Regardless where you are, it looks like in the past section, how I'm reading it here, whether you're actually feeling like this now, you come out of this very stressed, depressed. It's not even like, it's almost like chronic pain. It feels like chronic pain with the four. It's just chronic pain. Not even optimistic, saying, I don't need love, saying, because I don't need love and I don't need it right now. And I need to focus more on money because money isn't here. There's no pentacles here. That's what I feel like Libra's focused on. So then there was all of this that the divine brought into this reading that said, no, this is what Libra needs to be focused on, because this is what Libra is saying in the ethers they don't need. Why? Because of what they went through from the past and how when they did need love and they were open to it, how it burnt them. It got you guys to not manifest new love opportunities. I'm just seeing this breaking. I see you guys finally coming out of this energy and immediately, boom, look, Two of Wands, the new path gets revealed by the wheel, which reveals the new relationship and partnership. So your determination and faith moves you forward out of this depressed energy and into your new timeline in relationships, with partnerships. This could even be in business, bearing the burden of having to do everything on your own. Why? Because of some botched partnership that occurred in the past. Somebody robbed you because there's no pentacles here. So you might have feeling like somebody took everything from you, right? And how would I ever let somebody get close to my shit again after what happened to me? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. I just see that finally, Libra, which is what you're probably celebrating. You get what I mean? Knowing that the wheel is turned and that you're out of this energy. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to occur, but you are optimistic about your future. You're done with the old tapes about the past. You are ready for your future. These were you playing the old tapes, pretending that that wasn't the case. I feel like there is a sense of pretending. And not pretending, but like avoidance, avoiding what was really hurting you. And the minute you actually like addressed it, the disappointment of past relationships, partnerships, and times where you were vulnerable enough to get close to somebody, even outside of your Libra better judgment, which probably was the problem. Your judgment is only to lean on your intuition, your empath, your love, your capacity to love. You regained your capacity to love again. So then there was something to move forward to. You wanted to move forward because you just wanted to get away from this energy where you felt stuck on the past, on a past heartbreak, because this is old news. The Three of Swords is heartbreak that occurred right now. Three of Swords is you reflecting over heartbreak that already happened, but it's still having an effect, can't get out past it. You guys just wanted to get out of this energy. And I see you guys totally doing that. I don't know. I feel like whoever's messaging me is really trying to get my attention. That happens sometimes. People are powerful, right? So they can, if you call somebody and they don't answer, they can telepathically send you more messages outside of the phone. Like, anyway. Yeah, sorry. I see that you guys were just trying to get out of this energy, but weren't actually acknowledging. And it was just the disappointment of some of you guys were dreading being open to somebody and getting to know somebody again. So it almost felt easier with the idea of reconciling with somebody from the past. And that was depressing. Do you see what I mean? Because a lot of you didn't want to be with somebody from the past. So you're like, why? Like there was this stuck energy. Hope this is translating. I'm not sure. Doesn't even matter. You're coming out of this fucking energy anyway. Why? Because your optimism and your faith. That's all I see for this reading here. The energy, whoever resonates with this was the blockage. Your lack of determination and hope. Determined to love again. I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck how beaten and bruised or whatever. I will love again. Fuck that shit. And I do have hope in love again. Like, what the fuck? Of course, I manifested them. I manifested love every other time. I'll manifest it again, but just with a lot more hope that it'll be more fulfilling and a better reflection of your real ideas surrounding love because you actually live them out. Nobody came into your life, Libra, to make you the lover you were always destined to be. You became the lover you were always destined to be and then manifested exactly that. You regained your hope and you literally immediately manifest love. It's so funny. So it's like some of you guys, like I got in the beginning of the reading, for those of you that have been alone for a long time, it was probably initiation into you needing to love yourself, love yourself enough to be okay with being alone. Not that you then narcissistically tell yourself and try to numb yourself and cope by saying, I don't need people. No. This is about being okay in your own company and your own company being enough. Your own love, your own affections, your own attention to yourself, acknowledgement and recognition is enough. That's what I think some of you guys were initiated into. And now I see like I got at the beginning of the reading, you guys are celebrating it and like enjoying yourself and da-da-da. And then boom, there you have it. The relationship and the partnership coming out of singlehood strong, right? Not coming out of singlehood like I'm afraid and I've been through so much shit and I'm hurt and da-da-da-da-da-da. Trauma fucking bonding. I still get that energy that people really, Libra, discredit what you've been through. Why? Because one, they don't know you. Two, they couldn't walk a day in your shoes. And three, they lack ambition and drive to be where you're at. There are people around you, Libra. Or like I said, it could be you. But I'm pretty sure it's people around you, Libra, that you have surpassed and are trying to make excuses for why you've blazed them. Meanwhile, you trained harder while they were sitting there getting fucked and high and doing nothing when they should have been training, okay, is the reason why you smoked them in the race, metaphorically, of course. Somebody got smoked and they're trying to make excuses for it. That's like somebody winning a race and being like, they were on steroids, and then you do a drug test and they were completely clean. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You were lazy, you didn't train, and that's your problem. Yeah, successful completion. You blaze somebody collective and you're going to have to deal with, I don't even think you have to deal with it. What the fuck do you do about that? I've never seen a race where the person who's up first, about to finish, turns the race and goes, are you gonna make it? Like, no, you just boom, you just go. You're just flying past the finish line. Anyway, yeah, these are the people. See, this is what I feel like. See, you guys, devil energy was trying to get you to either believe you were always meant to be alone, so that there was no need to be vulnerable enough to trust people again, because you can only accomplish things and things can only be safe alone, which you know that's a lie because you ache for the companionship of people that you can trust, okay? And you've been ascending yourself so that you can manifest these people, right? But devil energy, we know what that does. But either way, it feels like devil energy was trying to stop you from manifesting, making a decision to love again. Devil energy was trying to convince you not to love again because of what occurred in the past. And that's what I see you guys overcoming with sheer determination. And you're moving forward. And there, of course, the Six of Cups, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, and there she is. There you guys are with the strength to love again. I'm going to end your reading here, Libra, because I don't think I need to repeat the message. You're going to be asked to have the strength to love again. And I can feel it in you, the trigger at the thought of it not being somebody you know, because of how vulnerable you'll have to be to get to know somebody again. I promise it'll be worth it. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Cups, I promise you it'll be worth it. The courage to love again. And if anybody has it, it's you guys. Libra, happy birthday. I love you guys, okay? Like, share, subscribe, comment, talk about the energies, talk about your birthday plans. If you guys do have really cool birthday plans, share them. You know what I'm saying? Because I love how you guys get lit in the comments, and the comments create its own vibe. You guys create your own community with the comments, and I love that. All right, so please continue to do that. Patreon for daily, weekly content. queencup.ca for frankincense. All right, and until the next time I see you guys, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.